Let's go, Barry. Go. Start it. We're on fire. We are on fire.
Hey, what's some ice cream?
I'm a lizard boy. I'm a lot lizard again. Welcome, Hoarders. Here to be playing some more Gran Turismo Sport. And this episode, we're going to be continuing the Mercedes Formula 1 series that we started last episode. There's going to be 4 races in this episode. We only did 3 last episode. I said episode a lot so far. Okay, we're doing the Fuji Speedway, Red Bull Ring, fucking that one. Not going to pronounce it. Then Tokyo Expressway. I couldn't even change the color of the car or anything. So I'm going to have 2 thumbnails with the exact same car that's the exact same color. Hopefully, judging by the last episode, those 3 races were not difficult. All I had to do was not hit the, if I cut the corners too sharp, those rumbler strip things would lift the car up a bit, and it would usually flick it and spin it. But I think we'll be good. Oh, this is the one I hate. Okay. Well, once this one's done, we're going to be good. The only reason I don't like this one is because it's really flat. And for me, when it's flat, the turns are weirder to make because you're like, oh, I gotta go fast, but you feel like you're not gonna be able to lean into a turn. Ugh. I'm probably not gonna get good until the fucking, 5th or 6th lap. Because, it's a lot different driving these compared to driving, a GTR or something like that. Just more of something closer to a daily driver. This turn right here is the one that I hate. But I already made the turn pretty good, so, hey, maybe this won't be too bad. Brake. Don't like that turn either. 10 whole laps. This one's gonna probably take a little bit. Gonna yeet it down through here. So far, I've had one hell of a weekend. How about you guys? As if you're gonna actually answer that. What I did was, this year, because we still have an oil furnace in our house, and oil is expensive. $200 will almost get you 4 weeks worth of heat, obviously depending on how cold it is outside. And that's pretty expensive, even though I guess oil prices have gone down. But what I did was I bought, 10, 15, 17 feet of black iron pipe, pre-threaded because I don't have a threader, and I ran a natural gas line. Oh, motherfucker. Trying to help you, motherfucker. I ran a natural gas line. We already had natural gas hooked up to the house for a very long time, so all I had to do was tap into the plug, continue some 3/4 inch pipe. Then fuck, dude, once I start talking, I never can concentrate on the actual driving. But I got all the pipe ran, and we hooked up a gas fireplace. It was a used one, but, I'm gonna go uptown today, and I'm gonna grab a, carbon monoxide detector, because with those things, you never know. But I tested all the joints. There was no gas leaks or anything like that. So we are set. So this winter, you're obviously going to have to still pay for gas, but gas is way cheaper than oil for heating a house. In the future, we might even get a natural gas furnace so we can have that and not have to worry about heat at all. Some bitch. I might end up having to pause the game, put some music on, and then see if I can get up to first place. Okay, we're coming up on our last lap. Actually, now we're on our last lap anyway. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to actually drive good while talking, so I'm gonna focus more on the driving than the talking. Which means less talking, apparently. A lot of the laps I actually did pretty good, but like I said, I was listening to music instead of talking. Slow her down. This turn up here, you can get quite a bit of speed around this, even though it tells you to slow down. Actually, that's not even the turn I was thinking of. It was the turn before that. But we have a pretty good distance between us and second. At least we did. This one you gotta brake decently hard. Kind of up on our last turn. And then I go off, of course. Why wouldn't I? On the last turn, why wouldn't I go off? I mean, we're still gonna win. We have a 5, almost 6 second gap on second. Okay, got that one. Now on to the second race. Okay, our second race. This is the Red Bull circuit, I believe. I don't like this circuit. I feel like I say that every single time I race on this, but I do not like this circuit. I think I just don't like the circuits where they always want you to use like Formula 1 cars or something that goes 200 miles an hour on average. But once this series is over, I don't think there's another Formula 1 other than the, what do you call it? Like the endurance stuff. Which, if I'm going to do Formula 1 and I can use this car, I'm going to use this car. I like this one way more than like the junior ones or whatever the fuck they're called. There's like the 1500s. And they're not that good. Those ones just don't handle good for me specifically. I'm sure there's other people that are like, those things are the best. I don't like them. That's just my opinion, man. That's just like your opinion. Come on, we gotta zip through this. See, I'd like to show more of me actually passing the people, but usually what I'll do is I'll do like the first couple laps and then I will pause the game, put on music, and then right before the last lap I'll come back. I mostly only do that with the races. Like if I'm doing 3 an episode, that's different. If I'm doing 1 race an episode, I will just record that entire race, because like the time thing, I fully understand that once you start getting around 20 something minutes, it starts getting boring, because I watch other people's videos and I'm like, yeah, this is not interesting now. But I'm still gonna finish this series. I think what's gonna be really interesting is the first Gran Turismo game. I think that's going to be a really interesting one. That one and the first Need for Speed game. Which, I don't have the first Need for Speed game yet. But I do have the first 2 Gran Turismo games. I don't have the third. I have the 4th, 5th, 6th, and Sport. So I literally have all of them but the third game. And I heard that they're talking about releasing another Gran Turismo game. I think it's going to be on the PS5, which would make sense because it is... Okay, what am I looking for? It'd be more... It's a smarter move for them to be like, okay, there's another new console. We got to get a game out because, like, this is the only game that they have that Gran Turismo has for PlayStation 4. PlayStation 3, they had 2 games. PlayStation 2, they had 2 games. And PlayStation 1, they had 2 games. I believe that's how it worked. I think 1 and 2 were on PlayStation 1, even though 2 has 2 discs. I think the 2 discs, one is Series A, like A spec, and the other is B spec, and then I think Gran Turismo 3 and 4, I know for a fact that 4 is on PlayStation 2. I don't know if 3 is on 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure it's on 2. But 5 and 6 are both on PS3. And then we have Sport. Maybe they'll even make the next Gran Turismo for PS4 and 5. That would be interesting. Because I know I'm going to end up getting a PlayStation 5, but I don't know how soon that's going to be. And plus, I'm running out of room on my TV stand. Because I have everything plugged in. Like, literally every console I have is hooked up. All I have to do is turn the power on, and I don't even have to plug anything in. I have 2 big power strips hooked up behind my TV. Obviously, I don't have them all on at the same time. That would blow a breaker in like 0.2 seconds. But I have PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, a Wii, a GameCube, a NES, and a, what the fuck is that? The Atari 2600. All plugged in at once, plus soundbar, TV, all that shit. But I also, like, I never got rid of a console. Unless it was... I've gotten rid of PlayStation 2s. Those are the only console I ever got rid of because they broke. Like, just unfixable. They're not going to work. Might as well get rid of them. Like, I'd take parts out of it that I know are common for being an issue, like the controller port and stuff, if those work. But other than that, the rest of them, I'm like, see ya. But what I'd like to get, because I have the PlayStation 2 Slim, I'd like to get the original, because that's what I originally had. That was our first PlayStation 2. And plus, the Slim's like the only PlayStation that doesn't seem to fit in. I know I have a PlayStation 3 Slim, but the PlayStation 2 Slim is just too small. It's, like, not needed to be that small at all. Oh, this is a 12-lapper. Jesus. This is going to take a minute. Okay. Got up in the first. That didn't take much at all. We've been here holding first since, I think, lap 7? Or the end of 6, somewhere in there. Yeah, buddy. Got the first 2, first try each. On to race number 3. For a little break in between the race, let's go see what car we've won for the daily challenge, because we already got more than enough for that. I don't really care about any of these cars. I don't want the Golf. I don't want the Audi. And I got the Golf. I already have one. You guys seen me use it in the video, and I think it's the exact same color. Okay. Back on to race 3. Okay. This one should be very easy. I know this one, too. Okay, we should be set. Eat it up here. I'm gonna have to be careful with these turns. I mean, I'm going decently quick around them. 160 miles an hour. On the last one. Didn't even break 100 around there. Come on, old Betty. Usually what they kind of do is they make the races harder as you go along in each individual series. As a whole, I don't think the races have gotten much harder, like, from each, like, league. From, like, the beginner league and then amateur, or whatever way they go. I think it goes beginner, amateur, something else. Whatever one we're on now. We're on the 3rd. Come on. I hate these type of turns. Especially when someone's pushing me around the entire turn. I'll yeet right around you, bitch. 22 seconds behind first is not bad. Especially if we're on our 2nd lap. That's usually where we're actually at with a lot of these. Trying to go around him, and I don't think I helped things at all. No, I finally passed him. I'd like to pass this guy before we get to this turn. Uh-oh, that messed us up bad. You go so slow through that gravel. Good thing he stopped. So we only lost 1 position. So that's not too bad at all. Now we're 21 seconds behind. We were probably doing better before I hit that gravel because it takes nothing. Like when you wreck like that, half a second sitting there, they get like 3 seconds ahead of you. We'll catch up. We have a lot of buffering time between now and the last lap. Okay, we're on our last lap here. I don't have much of a gap at all this time. Oh, you sumbitch. You sumbitch. You ain't passing me. You bitch, you thought. Okay, maybe he will. I ain't gonna let him stay there though. I'm gonna have to work for this one. I think we're good. Bitch, you thought you was gonna pass me. I mean, you will right now. There you go. Have fun. Okay, on to the 4th and last race of this series. Okay, last race, Tokyo Expressway, 10 laps. This one, oh, this is a different version of it. I don't know what version this is. Oh, holy hell. Usually in other cars, you gotta brake around that. I think I could have done that without the brakes. I know I used them, but I think I could go around that without using the brakes. This is gonna be a fun one up here. Oh, okay, I know what version this is. The version where I kick everyone's ass because it's sticking to the ground unbelievably good. This, yeah, okay, that one I expected to have to slow down. Dude, this track really, maybe it's because you can go so much faster. That's why you're getting all the downforce, is because you can go fast. And the faster you go, the more downforce you get, the more planted you are. Oh, I like this track so far. I just got to get used to how fast you can go. Oh! Did I get pitted, or did I just spin myself out? I think I got pitted. Son bitch. Okay, we got some catching up to do now. Fuckers. That could have been my fault, though. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I was pitted or not. Because I couldn't see anyone. It didn't feel like I slid myself out, though. That's the thing. It feels like I was planted and then I was trying to counter steer it and I just kept going. Okay, this one I need to keep in mind that I don't have to hit the brakes, but we're catching up decently quick. I must just have a better top speed than them. Even though I didn't even set it that high. They drive like pussies around those turns. Come on, guys. You gotta go better than that. I can't pass anyone. I'll go right in fucking between you. $16 seconds, not bad. 15 now. Yeah, we must have a much better top speed than the other cars. Because there's no other way that I would be catching up like this. Yeah, I made the turn good that time, and I don't know if I went faster or not. It felt like I slowed down, though. We're fucking ripping. We're Beyblading around these bitches. 10 seconds. Yeah, we're catching up good. This isn't going to be a difficult race at all. Okay, we just hit our last lap. We're doing pretty good. I had a bigger gap, but then I started, like, sliding against walls and stuff. Not really worrying that much about the actual racing. That wasn't that fast through there. Usually I go faster than that. Like this wall here, I've slid against a couple times. Not too worried about it. I haven't wrecked. I just sideswiped some walls a couple times. Still doing pretty good, though. Honestly, these races are not as difficult as they would make you think they are. The only difficult part of this one, besides this annoying turn, I only wrecked that one time around this turn. I had to have been pitted because it stays so planted through there that I don't understand why that one time I would have spun like that. But there's these turns too. These ones, I've hit a couple walls. This one's the more likely one, though. Hitting a straight stretch. And across the finish line, buddy. Okay, we won that entire series. You get some pretty good money for that, too, which I just thought of something. Is there no, like, series races or something? Like, no championship races? Because before there was, like, oh, you have to do these 5 in a row in order to get that specific thing. I don't think they do that on here. That's kind of dumb. I guess it's also good that they don't do that because those races kind of annoyed me. Okay, there's 9 races on that one. That one's going to be a very fun one for me. Shit. So we just finished that. I'm sure in the future they're going to add 2 more races because it seems like the max number of races that they do are 9. And they might add more to that. But I'm not looking forward to these ones. I'm not into, like, the really, really fast cars. At least there's only... Oh my god, there's more than I thought there was. Oh no, all of these... How... Starting grids, that, but how... Oh, it's 1 out... Yeah, all of these are going to be like 1 episode races, if I even decide to do them. I don't know if I'm going to do any endurance. I might do it. I mean, a 1 hour long race, it's probably going to be either uncut fully, or I'm going to cut quite a bit out and do, like, nah, I can't do 3 of these in an episode. Like, that's 3 hours of my time if I win them per episode, and that's a lot. Like, today was probably an hour and a half maybe to do all of them, because I also took a few breaks in between. But like I said, I want, for the Nostalgia Cup, I want to get that Shelby Daytona so bad, but it's 15 million. And that's up there. That's really up there. I've done exactly 130 miles today. $15 million. And guess what? Wait. Yeah, you can't buy it with real money. You have to use the in-game. You have to use the in-game money to get this. That kind of sucks. My luck, I almost guarantee I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up buying that car, and then I'm going to end up getting the car for free through one of the daily things. Also, I'm going to check mileage exchange, because I haven't checked this in a while, and it's still the same shit as last time. How often do they update these cars? Like, I already bought that because I didn't have the GRB spec one. And I don't even care about the M4 safety car, and I believe I already have one anyhow. But the only thing they add to this are the stupid poses and colors. Colors I'm okay with, but like, they barely ever update the rims, and they never update the cars. They honestly, since I've had this game, I only think they changed the cars like 4 or 5 times. But that is going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one after I burp. And if you did enjoy the video, check out one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my social medias in the description down below.